Hi, Ramiro Salazar, instructor at Hallmark University, and I teach Intro to Programming with Python. And today I'm going to show you how to use using the idle shell. The first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to share my screen and Python. And the goal is to .python.org. Now, there is a place where you can go to download this. You scroll down to the bottom, you will see this link called download. And version of Python as of today is on 3.7.0. At Hallmark University, through this, especially in the rooms upstairs, rooms 213, 212, 210, 208, that all of those computers already have Python installed. On the icon is actually on the desktop, and it's a folder called Python. They not have the latest version installed of Python, but when you double click on that folder on the desktop called Python, you see a program called IDLE, which stands for Integrated Development Environment. Once you double click on that, actually the Python shell will be using code in Python. So the first thing I'm going to do is show you this link. And this is actually if you want to install Python on your home computer or at work or somewhere else. As it says Python 3 point something, you're okay to Python. If you try using Python 2 or earlier, sorry that some of the code and the syntax might actually be different you're used to seeing in Python 3. So we're going to go ahead and stick with at least Python version 3 class. And as you can see here on the python.org website, this version is Python 3.7. Go to my desktop, I actually have Python 3.6 installed. Like I said, as long as it's version 3 point something, we're okay. What I'm going to do is once you actually download Python 7, or if you're already working at school, one of the computers upstairs, or in the Mega Lab, by the way, it all have some version of Python 3 point something installed. What I'm going to do first is I'm going to double click on the IDLE. Opens up this program. This is what you call the Python shell. All of your code can actually be run with, but I actually recommend that because sometimes your code starts really long and really complicated very fast. So what I recommend y'all doing is type all of your code on a script file and running that script file the output within the shell. So I'll show y'all what I'm talking about in a few minutes here. But what I just want to show y'all is that you can actually code with this shell. And this is how you would start doing it, for example. Typing A equals 6 equals 7 equals A plus B. Then to show the output of whatever C equals, which is because A plus B equals 13, you can print, and parentheses, you would type in the letter C. I'd click on Enter on my keyboard. The output is going to be 13. And why? Because A equals 6, B 7, and B equals C, which is 13. Need to be used as a calculator. You can also use it to print words and other types of expressions. For example, I can also print out the famous hello example. I type in print parentheses. I'm going to open up a double quote and the hello world. Double quote, follow close parentheses. So everything that's going to be printed, that's going to be outputted to the screen or displayed to the screen, use a print statement. And when you use a print statement, you have to first include everything in parentheses. Now, when it comes to a string of characters, like to encapsulate it in double quotes. Anytime that you're trying to print is, or every time that you're trying to print a string or a set of characters, you have to encapsulate them in double quotes. So once I hit enter here, all we're going to see is hello world. And you other stuff. You can actually ask the user for input and declare that a variable. So for example, I'm going to create a variable called name, follow parentheses, follow the double quote, and say, enter your name. Just like. So where is, I'm the user for input, typing in, I'm them in this phrase, enter your name. And what I do is it's going to display to the user this part of the screen, enter your name. And it's great, but this is going to be blinking right about here. It's going to wait till the user actually enters something to equal the word name. Then print it. So I'm going to enter your name. And I'm going to put in my name. Ramiro. Anything. But because I typed in my full name, it entered and it equaled it to the word name. Actually equals Ramiro Salazar. Next line, I'm going to type in print name. Now, I'm actually going to display the word name. It's going to display whatever name equals. I'm going to hit, and when I printed name, it equaled Ramiro Salazar. You would use on shell. For this class in particular, not recommend using the shell to put in all your code. What I recommend is to open up a script file and then type in all of your code in a script file and run your script file and show the output in the shell. I'll explain what that looks like. We're going here and delete this file. Let's see. I'll go here and click on File, New File. And it's script. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the Windows Snap feature, snap these two windows into place so I can work with both of them. So it's going to be on the left-hand side. All I have to do is just drag it all the way to the left hand of the screen, let it go. And then I will just screen over to the right-hand side and get into place. So it's the right-hand side. So you get that windows here. Do is up and run module. Or it's not actually going to do anything because there's nothing there. I'll save it. Like file save. It's test 2. Or there's already a test 2. Let me call this 1. Whenever you save a script file, it automatically enters the extension .py, which stands for Python. This is what you'll have to do whenever you first get a script file. You'll have to actually give it a name and notice where it actually saves it. It actually saves it with C drive under a folder called Python and a subfolder called the version number that you have. So on save, there's on this script, I'm going to start entering code. And I'm just going to do the same code that I just did earlier. A equals 6, B equals 7, C equals A plus B. And I go to C. I'm going to click on run module, and it has to save it, so I'm going to go ahead and click OK. Snap this window into place, and notice how the 13 was shown. The script is I can actually have multiple lines at the same time here, so it doesn't just have to be the code entered in one by one or line by line. I could just enter in a lot of lines and then run the entire script at once. I'm going to do the old example. I can also do a name equals in and for name and three different statements right here. The first one, which is obviously going to be 13. The second, which is going to print out the words hello world, and which is going to wait for the user to input something and print what user entered. So on run F5, you can also type in Control F5 on your keyboard to do things. You would before you run it. On the left-hand side, 13 was the first output. Input was hello world, and the third one is actually waiting for input from the user. So it doesn't have to be Ramiro Salazar. It could actually be your name. It could be anybody's name. But I'll type in John Doe right here. Now, and me as a name. Use Python, and whenever you turn in your Python assignments over into Blackboard, I'd like for you all to do is to take a screenshot of these windows. This is why I ask everybody to use that window snap feature so you can have both windows in place. And screenshot of these both windows and paste them over to a Word document. And you can take that one Word document and upload that to Blackboard. So if you all take a screenshot, all you have to do is click on the print screen button on top of your keyboard. Down Shift key and press print screen also, like Shift print screen, or use the snipping tool. The start button or the search, and then snip, and the snipping tool where you take a screenshot as well. The easiest one for me is actually just the Shift print screen button. From there, it actually takes a screenshot. Then, Microsoft Word, document, and click on the paste icon, and that's your shot to a Word document. Here you can save this Word document as, let's say, for example, assignment 1. What assignment your assignment's going to be called, and then load this one Word document to Blackboard. If anyone has any questions, please email me at rsalazar@hallmarkuniversity.edu. Thank you.